It's not every day that I invite somebody under my bed with me. But here we are. Who knows what we'll find? Dust bunnies, lost socks, maybe even my missing sanity. Either way, today's the day that I drag it all out and finally vacuum this black hole of storage. Let's go.
Mrs. G. Oh, Mrs. G.
I'm sure a lot of you remember when I bought this platform bed frame. The whole point was storage. I could keep totes, boxes, and even the Christmas tree underneath. But the downside is the cats and dogs get under here, the dust builds up, and honestly, who knows what else has been shoved back here. So today I'm pulling everything out, vacuuming and sweeping underneath, and going through the totes to see what all I can let go of before putting it all back in a more organized way. My cat Hammy is such a chill girl. Look at her. Just laying out on the bed while I'm piling things up around her. Doesn't faze her one bit. Meanwhile, I'm realizing just how much stuff I've managed to cram under here. It feels good to finally pull it all out and give this space the deep clean that it's been needing. Here is something important that I want you to think about when purchasing a mattress. The quality of that mattress is very important. So my mattress actually has fiberglass in it as a flame retardant. And unfortunately, it's been leaking from the underside. That's definitely a sign that it's time for a new one. I'm planning to replace it when I get my taxes back. So while I'm at it, I think I'll also downsize the bed frame. A queen would free up so much space in this tiny room, and the king just takes up way too much space. But keep in mind, if you're buying a mattress, check to see if it is lined with fiberglass so that you're aware. And whatever you do, if you do own a mattress that has fiberglass in it, do not unzip the cover to the mattress. It is actually quite dangerous. You're going to notice here that I put gloves on, and it wasn't because of the issue with the fiberglass. It was actually more to do with the issue of I'm going to use these Clorox wipes that have peroxide in them. And for whatever reason, the peroxide really bothers my hands. So I put the gloves on, but then my hands got so sweaty that I had to take them off, and I ended up using the wipes regardless because everything needed to be wiped down that was under the bed. It was not too awfully long ago that I did go through all my linens and get rid of a lot of things. I was kind of iffy about keeping some of the curtains, but I am thinking until I get a door in my office, I'm going to use some of the insulated curtains to actually put up across where my desk is so that I can get rid of some of the noise that comes through my office. You're going to notice a lot that I'm throwing things out into the hallway, clothing, slippers, all that stuff needs to be washed 100% for sure. It had some fiberglass on it, it had cat hair all over it, so whatever got thrown out there needed to be rewashed. What I'm doing now is I had remembered that I had an orange cup and a few ceramic pumpkins, or I think they're actually jack-o'-lanterns, but I always turn them backwards. In this, and Greg was asking about one of his trucks that I had stored away because we didn't have anywhere to put it, and I'm going to dig that out for him too. And yes, if you're wondering, I am starting to think about fall decorating, though I'm not going to start just yet. I know some of the YouTubers are, I'm not. I am just trying to dig out some of the stuff that I want, that I know I may forget where it is if I don't get it out now. And I want to go through and see what I have, so I'm not buying more of something that I do not need. Not that I need fall decor, but I would like to have some more, but I don't want to buy things that I already have that I've forgotten about. So I'm just going to kind of dig out what I have, take a look at it, and figure out from there what I'm going to do. Also, in watching this video back, I did realize that you really couldn't see what was in this tote that was going under my bed. We do keep a surplus of body wash, hand soap, soaps, shampoos, things like that. And we keep them in, also toothpaste. And we keep all that in this tote underneath our bed. We've always kept surplus of cleaning supplies and of personal need items, because that's the kind of stuff that if something happens, you don't want to have to run out and go buy. And yes, while I do realize that some things do have an expiration date on them, I have only come across one problem with one specific product becoming no good, and that was fabric softener. The rest I have had no issues with. Even toothpaste, even though it dries up a little bit, it still works absolutely fine. The little lamp that I'm putting on my jewelry box needs to be charged up. It's actually run by, you charge it and then, it has a battery in it and it works for so long. It's nice because it doesn't take any plugs. It's nice if there's a power outage. And, you know, here in the wintertime, we do get a lot of power outages. And I don't like to run candles all around the house. So it's nice in that aspect. And looky who has come to join us. It is Supervisor Max, and he is just checking everything out. And you know me, if I'm up here doing any sorting, I may as well pair the socks together and check out and see if we need more socks. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just pairing them up, checking to make sure they're not full of holes, and putting them back in the basket. This part of the video is actually about the halfway mark. If I've motivated you today, tell me in the comments below what I motivated you to do. Are you cleaning under your bed, cleaning up your bedroom, or something else? Let me know in the comments below. If you're just watching, that's great too. And also in the comments, let me know what you would like to see in some upcoming videos. Do you have any unique ideas? Because I would love to hear them. And one more tote, and Max wasn't impressed with me putting it on the bed. This tote contains stuff that when we were having the shower put into the bathroom, I had removed from the bathroom, and we had completely forgotten about it. And I realized that there were a whole bunch of body washes and cleaning supplies and stuff like that. But a funny little story is I had bought some really expensive hair detangler. And I told Greg the other day, I said, you know, I don't know if I dreamt that I bought that and used it once, or if Bella took it and maybe used a lot of it and just didn't say anything. And lo and behold, today, it's the white bottle that I put in there, the white spray bottle. I actually did buy it and nobody used it. It's been put away with that bathroom stuff. But I legitimately was wondering if I had just dreamt that I had bought something and never really bought it at all. And while I'm up here, I am going to take care of another ongoing issue. If anybody has fairly large cats, you know the issue that comes across with big cats. They do not do well in low litter boxes. So my answer has always been to cut down a tote to make a space for them to jump through and to have it, you know, be a litter box for them where they cannot kick the litter and accidentally miss the box. And I told Greg that getting a lower box was not a good idea, but he wanted to give it a try. And then he realized that, yes, I was right, that low litter box was just a pain in the butt. It was a pain for the cats. They were just... no. When you have big cats, you need a deep litter box. And I find that this tote works out spectacular. I do want to add in that what I was doing with the lighter was I was smoothing out any rough edges and the little corner points so that the cats didn't catch themselves on the tote. And, you know, I wanted to make sure it was all smoothed out for them. And here what I'm doing that Max is inspecting is I'm just throwing some things away that were partially empty and just wasn't needed anymore. Moving along, we're in the bathroom, and I'm going to put all the bathroom things back in the bathroom, and surprise, we have tons of body wash we didn't even remember we had. Now follow me back into the bedroom because we're going to fold up those comforters. Okay, we're in the hallway upstairs. You are at the very top of my stairs. This is where I keep the kitty box. And as you can see, I already took the other box away and tossed it out. No need to see that. And this is the mat that I was keeping under it in case they missed. And that's going to get cleaned up. And do you see all the litter on the floor? It is absolutely awful. And them pellets, let me tell you, it's like stepping on a Lego. It hurts if you step on them wrong. And clearly, using the vacuum that way wasn't going to work. So I just put the head on the vacuum and we are sucking it all up. And we're going to get it cleaned up and get this litter box put into place and get everything cleaned up really good. And if you notice, Max is sitting on the railing keeping a close eye on me because he wants to know what Mom did with his litter box. I know I've said it more than once, but I'll say it again for the people that are new. We do not use clay cat litter. We have a pellet stove. We buy wood pellets anyway, and we use wood pellets for cat litter. And it works wonderfully. I do scoop solids out, and I do sometimes come up and shake out, if they pee in the box, the pellets absorb it, but they also fall apart. So if you have a really wide scoop, you can shake the wet part out into the bag and put the good pellets back in. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I will just scoop and dump it into the thing, but it does get scooped just like commercial cat litter. Just, it's a little bit different way of handling it, but it certainly works way better. And environmentally, it's better too. And it's better on your wallet. Okay, we are in the bathroom, and we do have a new shower head. It's the shower head that we bought quite some time ago when we knew the shower was being put in. But the contractor put our prior shower head back in. So, so I'm putting up the new one. And I've done this a time or two. Not hard to do. Just the main thing is to remember that when you put in a new shower head, that you do use Teflon tape so that nothing leaks. Pretty easy. Of course, Trev took a shower, and he did inform me that this rack is in the way of being able to tilt the shower head down because it knocks the centerpiece off. So now I'm back to the drawing board. This rack is going to have to come down, and I am going to have to figure out something else for shower storage. Me and Bella and Trevor, it's not a big deal, but for Greg, things need to be within his reach. So if you have any great ideas, I'm all ears. And if you have any kids that like to dump your shampoo, conditioner, body wash out, or that they just are using way too much, if you see the dispenser that is beside me, that only cost me $14, and it sticks on with just a simple, the back side of it is a sticker, which can come off if you heat it up. So it stopped a lot of waste with shampoo and conditioner and too much being used from a certain little girl. If you are interested in that, I will link it in the description box below. Okay, all is well, it's working. So we are at the end of another video. I love you, you are perfect as you are, happy cleaning, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.